So I tried to buy a Trump coin last night, and I wasn't able to do it. Basically, they have an option for different credit cards. I used my credit card linked to Apple Pay. Didn't work. They also have a PayPal button, so I used my PayPal button. Now that's where it gets interesting. I managed to get through, but before I hit the submit button, my card linked to PayPal had already run the charge. So again, interesting, but you can look at this a couple of ways. Number one, Donald Trump is being targeted, he's being hacked, all of his business associates are being hacked, and that's why there are so many problems. You can look at it another way, which is that Silicon Valley is supporting Kamala Harris, and you've got Google being quite an outsized contributor to her campaign, more so than any other corporation, I think. And therefore, they are targeting Donald Trump's business associates and so on and so forth. And we don't really know because, this idea of a quote-unquote deep state, what it means are, to me, are these corporations working secretly with governments in order to suppress essentially undesirables, right? Well, dissidents and so on and so forth. And the word dissident can be stretched out to mean anybody with a different political opinion than you. And the thing is, Donald Trump, has quite a few appeals in place, but he is still technically a convicted felon. So are there ways for lawyers to essentially blacklist or downgrade certain websites that are linked to people on the board of directors or the executive team based on the criminal convictions or associations? We don't really know. What we do know are the lawyers have failed. They become partisan, and therefore you can't trust the system that is supposed to protect the individual. And that's where we are right now. Now the question is Donald Trump going to be successful if he wins a second term? Well, we don't know. It didn't work last time, right? But you notice how he's managed to sort of be more of a Teflon president than Bill Clinton. Again, still in the appellate process, did get immunity from the Supreme Court for the most part for official acts, which is going to be up to the discretion of a lower court judge. But you notice how he's been hanging out with Epstein, hanging out with politicians on both sides, including Hillary Clinton. I think it's possible he may have even, or somebody associated with him, may have even contributed to Kamala Harris's DA campaign. So you notice how he's managed to get to the top quite, smoothly in terms of the ascent. It's a bumpy ride, but he keeps going all the way to the top without himself being implicated. And that should tell you something, right? So the question is he being made into a target so that when he does get into the White House, he's able to direct the NSA and the tech people who are not part of Silicon Valley to come in and fix whatever bugs are in the code linked to his corporations, thereby making some sort of creating competition in a sense against Silicon Valley, but also making not only his website safe, but the web safe to the extent that someone's lifting the same code or the same source code and sharing it and so on and so forth. So is it going to look partisan? Possibly, but here's the deal. These people who work for the NSA and the tech technology industry and contractors in Virginia, again, they had a chance last time to fix these holes. They had 4 years. Why didn't they do it? If they are career civil servants, it's possible they just sort of did a halfway job. Again, why would it change the second time around? These are sort of questions to think about as you think about the political process in the United States in 2024.